Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are educational purposes only. We try to help you follow those signals, and please try to follow those signals. On a sim, we're not responsible for your trade. We are going to. If you're not familiar with the system, we have a three different automated trade. Uh, this one here based on the signal entry price. As an example, we have an entry price today at 28.95 on the ES50, target 28.8375. Target hit, we hit 50 ticks based on one contract. This is a market analyzer, and as you see with the ES, we are already hit the target earlier today. The same story goes on the forex and stocks. You can you can follow those signals. As an example, right now we have 53 pips on the forex, and right now we have 430 ticks into the profit on the future trade. On the market analyzer is based on one contract, and sometimes we use one or two on the automated trade, but you can use as many as you want. But the market analyzer is based on one contract, and right now we have 422 ticks into the profit based on 1 minute and a target. Another things also, we have some swing trading and scalping we will be covering today. And through this live webinars, what we do, we try to highlight for those guys, for you guys, where it is a problem in the market, and we try to help as much as we can, and we try to give as much as we can free education, and we're not collecting any emails, or it is a totally taking 2 hours every day from our time to help everyone doing this hard time right now in the market. The volatility has become overwhelming in the 2019 and like 2018, and it's gonna be, if you're not be careful, it's gonna be a lot of filtered uh, traders this year, and it is hard as is. So please try to respect the market, so the market can respect you back. One of the things is for the Europeans, or the ones they are the DAX traders. I want to cover something because I love DAX personally. What you can make in on a DAX in one day, it takes you 1 week to make in on an ES. So while we are waiting on the new signals, we'll try. At the moment, there is no trades. There is a buy-in entry on the Nasdaq. If you want to put a buy-in, you have to put it at 608 right now. Limited order right now. You have to put the price and go long on that. And we try to highlight whenever there is a trade on the. We are about also to have a trade on the ES. Just hold a little bit, and we'll call the trade for you on the ES. White YM. We're about to have it as well, so bear with me a little bit. And then in the meantime, we try to cover. You got to be careful. There is a little pullback on the Nasdaq because the ES have been projected from the trailing stop 1 and trailing stop 2. But if you are on the Nasdaq, you are in the clear all the way. Because of the heavy resistance line, at 620, followed by 2150. If you are on this trade right now, the one we called, stay on that trade and try to close at 1950. Please stay on sim. We're not responsible for your live trade. Your target is 1950, gentlemen. We're about to have a new signal on the ES and an NYM. There we go. We're about to have on the YM, but the problem is we still have a problem on the ES. On the 4 range, the Nasdaq has already, the swing trading has already took the trade, and we are on. This is the swing trading. The 1 minute and the 3 minutes are closed, but I will and the 150 ticks. I will cover it once we need to keep our eye on the ES and YM, and then we will go ahead and cover some of the auto trades. Okay, this one is closed. Beautiful trade on the Nasdaq. Our daily target is 500. So this is a very nice trade on the Nasdaq, and it is closed. Keep your eye on the ES. If this ES, we're not going to get a new signal. There is a pullback on the Nasdaq all the way to 76, 10, 25. This is exactly where is my crosser. There is a projection. 610, there is a projection. If DES not able to break this 86.25, we are in trouble. That means this Nasdaq is going to sink, and the YM is not going to give a new signal, and the ES, if not going to get a long signal, now we are going to get in a lot of chop business here. So keep your eye on the ES. We have to go above the 86.25. Your key on the ES is the 86.25, folks. We need to see some movement above these numbers. Okay, we got the auto trade. Took a trade on the YM. We have a new signal. You don't need to jump on it because we still need to confirm the ES. So if there's any pullback right now, any pullback on the ES, that signal is not going to be valid. Just be careful with that. We need to see the ES on the move. As we see right now, this ES is sinking. We need to see this number above the 25. Don't jump on the trade with the YM at the moment. Again, do not jump on the YM trade until we see the ES signal. As long as the ES is not it's not gonna give us a long signal here. That is gonna cause a problem on the Nasdaq and YM. There is a huge support area on the Nasdaq. If you took the earlier trade, this is a re-entry point, actually 60850. But you need to keep your eye on this ES. Let's cover something about what I was talking until we get the new signal. Normally, if you are, um, you can practically predict what will happen in the U.S. market if you are a European trader. And most of the time, if the DAX early in the European time works nice, most of the time the U.S. market is working smoothly. When there is a chop in the European market, it follows. Not all the time, but most of the time, it follows to the U.S. market. So for if you wanted to trade the DAX, you have to get up early in the morning and get it over with in the Frankfurt time, and then whatever the location you are, you have to always aim at the stock market person open at the Frankfurt time. So earlier, when you if you wanted to trade the DAX, all of them they are based on a why I like the DAX, because on a normal days it takes one or two trades and get it over with. As an example today, if we look at the DAX, this is the 1 minute. This is the 3 minutes. This is the 5 minutes. As you see, the 1 minute nailed 566, one trade, and it's done. And this is an idea also for a trade that if somebody needs to do something during the daytime, he can get up a bit early around 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern time and get it over with. It takes one trade or two trades and you're done. Where on the ES, you have to sit down and milk it the whole day, the whole week. And sometimes you get a good trend. The auto trade, if this market is trending, is going to stay on that trend. It's not whether your daily target is 300 or 500, you're still going to have the same numbers, because this auto trade does not require any optimization, trailing stop, and all the tweaking. Turn on, turn off basis, and then sometimes depends on this your chart. Sometimes this market is going to, as an example, this is the same auto trade. You have the let me take a little bit more. Whatever you get out of it, that's mean you get out of it, you know. And look at this, and if you're not a guy like to sit down and take your chances in a chop market, also you can do the 10 minutes. So if we look at all those charts at the DAX earlier today, that indicate this market is going smooth. It's not running perfect, but it's not too much chop in the market. And if we look whether your target is 300 or 500, you're gonna turn out on the same amount. The 1 minute nailed 566. The 3 minutes nailed 609. The 5 minutes 1134. The 244 takes 1318, and the full range 879, and the 10 minutes nailed 1432. And if we notice, they're all under one or two targets. 1 and 2, you're done. Where if we wanted to take something else, I'll try to show you the ES, where you have to be sometimes in and out of the ES a lot in order for you to achieve the same amount of money. So it's a bit expensive to trade the DAX, but it is um, less headache, because this market move. I mean, I know now we have a little problem with the Brexit and all this, but still, it is a very acceptable market, especially if you commit it on a job or something. And if you're an early bird, this is something you get it over with and done for today, and you don't have to deal with a chop market when the market's open at the US. But this is also higher risk, higher reward. and it is more expensive than the ES to trade, and it requires a good account. You should not be trading a DAX if you have less than 10,000. That's for sure. Because you have to count. You're gonna have some bad days. Everything in this business, you have to count on some bad days is going to happen. It's going to happen to everyone. So this is a very. That's why I like the DAX, because it's a quick. Um, it moves efficient, and it is done. Can I get any better than that? So let's look at the market right now. This is the problem right now. Everything is start sinking because of the ES fell over the 86.25. So right now the market is really going through a lot of chop at this area right now. And if you are thinking about taking a trade or automated trade, hold a little bit for 5 minutes before you start taking a trade. Um, it seems like it's going. Let's see. Now the ES is about to go back and test in the 86.25. So right now we do not have anything on the ES until we see the 86.25. If you wanted to trade the YM, you need to put a limited order at 26,178 long, limited order. And the reason is there because we need to see the ES going above those level here we have mentioned. The Nasdaq is an extremely strong market, and if you want to take the Nasdaq long, go ahead and take the Nasdaq long. As long as you remember, you need to exit at 620 level. It's not a very strong. We're about to have a trade on the ES, a new signal on the ES, and the YM. As we said, you put it a limited order. You can put it at 179 or 178. You should be fine, limited order. And now we're about to have a new signal on the ES. Please follow us on the sim. Hold on. It is the critical area right now. Hold on the ES. Few seconds until we get the new signal, please. It's the same area. It is exactly the same area where this ES having a problem a few minutes ago. So it is very critical area right now. Do not jump on any wagon. Stay on the side until we have confirmation on the long side, please. Also, we're about to have a new signal on the CL. We have a new signal on the CL. 6422. 6422 CL. Follow us on the sim, please. We have an entry on the. This is the auto trade taking that trade. We already called it for you. We still will keep our eye on the On the ES, the key right now on the ES, we need to see the 86 level. The ES having a problem. Why we're having a problem here? If you look at the trailing stop, those are the fib lines. The trailing stop on this auto trade is fib line. It's not a dummy trailing stop. Exactly, Gray. Exactly. You know. So this is a minor fib line, and this is a major fib line. Those numbers here. The auto trade is based on a trailing stop with the fibs. It's not just a dummy trailing stop. Those trailing stops on the auto trade. So those are actually re-entry point if you wanted to take re-entry on the base on the pullback, if you know what you're doing. But in order for us to go long right now, we need confirmation to cross those two lines. As long as we don't cross those two lines, you have no trade. That is gonna cause the Nasdaq and the ES go to volatility. So right now we are going to test those numbers. And this is a really key right here on the 86 level. And we need to see this 86 level, 86.25, close above that. Now, once we have this number, the magic key here, that is going to ignite your Nasdaq if you took that trade, the one we told you about. And that, there we go. We have an entry on the 86 level. A little bit weak, but we oh brother. It looked like I have some problem here. I'm going to uh, It seems like there is some problem with so I'm not gonna um, uh, okay, let's go back to it. The buy entry is 6180, and the ES, we still on that trade on 86 level, 86.25. If you're on that trade with the Nasdaq, you have to close at 619.50. 619.50. Let me show you on the swing trading today. Now everything has been deactivated. On the swing trading, the 150 nailed 800 CL. Also on the, but I need to go ahead and I'm not gonna able to restart my Ninja Trader 8 right now. We'll do it later. We stay on those. Because of this support, the resistance line, it will be smart if you want to take the YM trade, put it at 6181 limited order, 6181 limited order. On the Nasdaq, you have to close at below the 1975, so you need to close it at 1950 if you are on that trade with the Nasdaq. The ES, there is no problem in the ES. We have crossed the critical area at 86.25. We have a little bumpy here at the 87.25. Once we cross it, the target is 90.75. Don't let it scare you on this little pullback. The market is extremely strong. Start getting a little momentum here, so we're not worried about it. We were doing some tests earlier today with a new auto trade, and it seems like I have conflict on Ninja Trader, so I will be guiding you the rest of the session today. But I'm not gonna be. I cannot close Ninja Trader right now when we are live. But we were doing some tests on Ninja Trader today with the new system. So we have some problem. I have some problem. I need to restart Ninja Trader 8, and I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay, everything is off right now. Let's see what will happen. We are still waiting. I'll be quiet a little bit. On the Nasdaq, your destination is 7619. 7619. There is nothing after the 761950 here. That's it. Look at it. So target achieved. I know our target is 7625. If we look at the Nasdaq right now, it came in exactly how we are expecting because of the weakness on the ES. And we have said the target has to be 1975, and it did. Now everything is changing in the market. Let's wait a bit. It's a waiting game today. Please do not try to jump on an ES trade or an YM trade at the moment. If you want to go on the YM, limited order 6181. 6181 is a limited order. If you want to play it safe on the ES, the ES is extremely tight. If you are on that trade, you are. If you're not, you're not. Stay out of it. The reason I'm saying stay out of it because the entry is 86, which it was the key. We have predict that. The problem is some weakness on 87.25, which we have predict that. Then we're going to have a projection at 88.50. Then from 88.50, the third step is 90.75. So if you are taking the trade on the ES, as long as you know what's going on at 87.25, if you are on that trade with the YM, you're doing fine all the way to the 21.6, 216. This is your target. After that, we're gonna have a little problem in that area, but target is 62.45. You can take it now on the ES, and then you need to close it at 90.50. 90.50 ES, please. 90.50 ES. Nasdaq target hit. We're not gonna deal with it. And if you are on the YM, close at 217, please. 217. On the CL trade, if you are still on that CL trade, you got to be careful with the 64.35. Once we cross the 64.35, target is 64.50. If you like to re-enter the ES at the Nasdaq, I apologize. The 608.75 is a very good re-entry point on base on the pullback. This is a good re-entry point. If we notice the Nasdaq came into your zone at 2025 3 times and got projected. So this is a little difficult time right now here until we see some little improvement on the ES, and that will break the 22 level, hitting the target at 76.25. So there is a little bumper here on the way up. We are waiting on the ES movement in order for us to see some new levels on the Nasdaq. As long as this ES is struggling in those area here, you're not going to see this Nasdaq going above those line. That's why we told you to close at this number 1925. This is your limitation on that trade from that entry to this Nasdaq. It is a limitation 1950. For the I'm sorry, I'm having a problem because today we have messed with Ninja Trader 8. We are testing some new products, and I got my NT8 all messed up. I need to reset it, and I should have known better not to use that computer for testing, but we did. Biggest mistake. So I will be guiding you through the session, and Keep your eye on the ES. For a re-entry point on the Nasdaq, it is a very good area, 609 or 608.25. It is a very good area for re-entry. If you want to take the as a pullback re-entry on the YM, it is a very good entry. Hold on, hold on. Don't do anything with the YM. Let's see what will happen with the ES. Always try to break even immediately +1. So if there is a pullback, it's not costing you anything. So let's keep our eye on that ES. Look, guys, you see what I have said on the Nasdaq? Look at this. So the key right now, this is a heavy support area on the ES right here. Man, this market is getting hard and harder in 2019. A lot of chop. The Nasdaq is still the target. If you took that trade on a pullback re-entry, still we have the target 1950. ES is a bad news. There is a heavy support area at 84.25, 84.50, 84.75 double support. Then another support at 85. So in other words, this is a really heavy area here. Support is going to require, then followed by the trailing stop and another support 83.50 and then 81.75. It is a messy out there below those numbers here. And I hope we're not going to be dive into this messy place. If we do, that is going to put us in a lot of trouble. The rest of till 12 o'clock, we're going to be experiencing a lot of volatility, chop market. So I'm hoping that ES is not going to go down below that numbers here, 84.75. Otherwise, we are going to have a really a bad day. It is a very hard area, and the whole game is sitting on a couple ticks. So uh, that is going to bring the whole market down. What a mess. All auto trades, all the manual trades off, please. Whatever auto trade you are using, even if you're not using one of ours, you're gonna be getting in a lot of problems at the moment. So please, if you are auto trading, doesn't matter what kind of auto trade you're using, or you are trying to take a manual trade, stay on the side. It is an extreme hard area right now, and we are going to experience fast your seatbelt here. So I'm gonna stay quiet. I don't want it to play between those lines. We need to get out of this hole before we do anything. That area here is gonna get you in a lot of mess. That area here. So you can see how hard it is with a future or forex or anything in the trading. That there is some areas or some time where you need to sit on the side. This is a very good question. What is the most comfortable trigger on the DAX if it's a 244 or 10 minutes? I like the 244, uh, sir, and I like the 10 minutes because the 10 minutes can clear some of the chop because 2019, we are easily can rename it a choppy year. It is a hard time. But let me give you, after I have this problem with the Ninja Trader, let me show you after I rearmed the auto trades. This is your 10 minutes, and we just restarted. This is your YM. We just restarted on the 10 minutes, and the stop loss are very acceptable, very small on the 10 minutes. And this is your ES. It's also on the 10 minutes, and we just restarted. And you can see already all of them are into the trade. Uh, I don't know what to say, but try the 200, the ticks are a smaller stop loss, and 244 ticks is it is a very acceptable market, I mean, time frame to clear some of the noises in the market, the chop in the market, like what we are experiencing right now. This is a mess right there. We're about to have a new signal. This is a really messy. So try both, my friend. I don't know. I don't know if tomorrow the 244 will be better than the 10 minutes. I have no idea. But the 244, it is a cheaper on the stop loss. The ticks always a cheaper because this auto trade is going to stay on the trend until the trend change direction. So on the minutes is a little bit wider, on the ticks is a little bit tighter with the stop losses. So the auto trade is going to stay on that trade until the trend is changing direction. So on the ticks is always a bit cheaper on the swing trading. Now, if you want to see the 150 ticks, this is your 150 ticks. When after we restarted the Ninja, and this is your trade on the YM, and it doesn't matter. It's not the number we're looking for. On 150 ticks, we have a losing trade here. Took a long at 61.94, and it closed at 86. This is, I mean, on the Nasdaq. After we rearm it, took a direct shot on the swing trading from 11 to 603. This is not bad. Let me show you the 244 ticks. This is the 244 ticks. Let me see if there is a losing trade. There is no losing trade in here. And this is right here, 540. So this is not bad at all on the 244, Gary. So look, I took another trade on the Nasdaq 150. If you noticed, took a long trade at 603.25 and close at 602.50. So this is not bad, because of change direction. This is not bad for 150 ticks stop loss. We are busy with the auto trade. We forgot to call the CL. I apologize. But our traders did not miss that. We have support at 63.81. Once we break it, we're going down all the way to the 66. So we're about to break that. If we break that area, there we go. We are coming to the 63.71. Final destination, 63.65. This is a beautiful trade. Okay, we have a new entry on the ES. I'm having a problem with the ES. I don't know why I'm having a problem with the ES. Something is jamming on the ES. Okay, this one already hit. You know, guys, we have to cut it short today. I'm having a problem with the NT8. I need to reset it. We've been messing with it today. But I will be staying a little bit longer to get it. If you want to see some of the signals, you can. But I need to restart and reset my Ninja Trader. And at the moment, the market is a little bit chopped, so I'm not going to be calling any more trade for today. Not unless if we see something. So I'm going to stay quiet a little bit. and then it is a very messy. I'll stay quiet for if it's nothing I like at the moment, so I'll stay quiet for a few minutes. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Ben has explained that the which we have explained a lot. We have covered that a lot, and if you look at the 30-year Treasury bond, if you put the 30-year Treasury bond is going to the same direction as the ES, once the 30-year Treasury bond is going on the same direction as the ES, we have a problem in the market because it cannot be the ES and the 30-year Treasury bond in the same direction. One of them is wrong. I don't know which one is wrong. Uh, I will not follow the buy signal on the ES right now. We have the Nasdaq down and we have the ES down, and we have the same direction. on the 30-year treasury. It is a messy market. It is a very messy market. I'll be glad when it's over. With this chop, we've been going through a lot of chop this year. It is a very hard year. It is a hard time. And yes, you can be lucky taking a trade here and there and call yourself a hero. But at the end of the day, it is a choppy market. Um, so this one here, we cannot take that trade. And the ES is a struggling market. And the NASDAQ is a struggling market. We're not going to be taking anything right now. We're just sitting on the side. And thank you, Ben. And as long as you're to our trader with your market analyzer, as long as your market analyzer, you don't have to be a brilliant trader to see that. Once you have the 30-year treasury bond go into the sell position with the ES sell position, or when they are going to the same direction, then you have a problem. You have a chop in the market. One of them is wrong. Which one is wrong? Is it the 30-year treasury bond? Then you have to dig to a bigger, higher time frame to see what's go. I mean, you can investigate to see which the probability is, but as long as you have the ES and the 30-year treasury bond in the same direction, call it off, stay on the side, don't do anything. This is the best advice. Let me get the 10 minutes uh, on the ES. That will give us a clear picture what's going on today. On the 15 minutes, this is practically most of the institutionals take it trades, and you can see the efficiency on the 15 minutes, whether you are automated, manual, whatever. You can see how the keys are perfect. Let me explain to you. This is your ABCs, your symmetry, and you have topped out at from 99.75 coming to the support area at 93 level. This is a very well, if you notice how the ES come into the double resistance line, you cannot make mistakes with it. The star is it is an entry signal, the stars, and those are measuring the previous highs and lows. So those are an entry, and you have this entry on your institutional automated trade. And we had a sell entry on the 15 minutes at 87.25. The target was 81, and it did hit the target, followed by a bunch of reversal. And you can see how this market going back to the entry signal. The most pullback on this one here, we will have a problem today on the 90.25. So the 90.25, probably we will get that before 12 o'clock. But then this market has to drop one more time to the support line at the 84. I'm not expecting anything above the 90.25 from now to 12 o'clock. So we're about to have a new signals again. Really messy at the moment. Wait. This is the final line, It's very easy to comprehend it. This is the last resistance line for the 1 minute to the short positions. Let's make sure the ES crossed the 87.75. If this ES not able to break the 87.75, it's gonna get this YM going back to the 61.72 right there. So you can use this one here. You see, this is 87.75. We're having a problem with that. It's a mess, guys. It's a really messy day. We have a buy entry at the Nasdaq. Do not follow. Do not follow the buy entry, the new signal. Wait. Keep your eye on the ES, please. Do not jump on any trades with Nasdaq and YM until we see this ES going above the 87.75. If this ES is not going to close above the 87.75, is going to make the Nasdaq and the YM drop the YM to the 61.75, a re-entry point long again at 608.50 on the Nasdaq. So be careful. We are at the critical area at 87.75. We need to see the bar close above the 87.75 on the ES. That is going to change the whole momentum in the market. Or what I can say, welcome to trading. On the Forex is very straightforward, and we're doing very well on the Forex. But on the future today, we are really struggling. Yes, Gary, but it is a big mess. This market is a really heavy chop, and I mean it is with the ES in one direction, the Nasdaq in one direction, the YM in a different direction, and then the 30-year Treasury bond going on the same direction with the ES. What we have is a big pile of mud, Gary. No matter what you're gonna do, whether you are automated, I mean the auto trades that will be taking better trades, but I have to reset Ninja Trader, so I cannot do anything with the automated trade right now. But it is a hard, it is a chop, and it is a high risk trade in today. So, guys, I mean, I strongly advise you to turn on the sim today and not to take a real money and a real trade. It is in a very hard time in the market, and it's been 2019 a struggling year. We have not seen any break yet. We see little movements here and there, but nothing to chew on actually. And so yes, there is a problem with the ES. I don't know if it is from the broker or I need to reset my Ninja Trader, but I see there is a delay on some of the system on the ES. I don't know what's wrong with the ES. Uh, I'm sorry, I'm very tight with everything here, so I cannot just open too many charts because also. But there is something wrong with the ES. It's not normal with the ES data or an ES broker problem. I have no idea, but there is some problems with ES. Yes, you know. For the veto is saying the last few months the EU session moved better. No, not really, veto, because uh, I'm struggling with the DAX as well. I mean, today it was a very good movement on the DAX, but because of the Brexit, there is just as much volatility in Europe. Because I get up around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I know we have volatility also in the European market, and the Brexit has put a lot of stress in the European market. So the stress in the market is all over the place. It's not just one area. Um, so I don't think so. It's true. Um, okay, let's see. We have a buy entry on the Nasdaq. Be careful. Keep your eye on the ES first. Don't jump on the trade here. We are we need to close above 87.75, folks. Don't jump on the new signal with the Nasdaq. Stay on hold. We have a double resistance here, and then the ES having a problem. Okay, we 88 level. Do not jump on any trade right now. If you want to trade the ES, put a limited order at 88.25. Limited order at 88.25. The Nasdaq, you have to put it at 620.75 limited order, and the YM you have to put it on sim, please, not live. You have to put it at by limited order at 6201. Those are your the entry points. As long limited order. Hold on, guys. Hi.
Jeg,
What's
jeg går ned og henter en pakke for mor.
okay?
Men hvad tænker du, vi gør om aftensmad?
Vi snakker senere om det. All right. So 8825 is a limited order on the Nasdaq. Is 2050 because we have a double resistance line. We're not going to interfere. We're below those numbers. And on the YM also we have a resistance line, so it has to be the 201 as an entry. Those are right now the reason they are a bit high from the signal because of the ES. So we need to see that ES closing above those numbers. If the ES close above those, and it is not a big trades, it's not a big trades. Again, those are not a big trades. There is a good potential on the Nasdaq all the way to the 3350, and there is a potential to sell. Here is your area. You need to sell at 233, and on the ES you have to get out of that trade on 89.75, followed by 90.50. So this is a very small trade. This is a really chop market and a very small trades. You cannot swing trade in this market at all. There are extremely a lot of volatility. So those are your limitation on the long side. If you want to take the Nasdaq, you can take it on 608 right there, 608. If you want to take the ES, it's right here, 84.75. I will not touch the YM right now, but those are the trades you have. Either buying at 88.25 or buying on the pullback 84.75. Those are the only two trades on the ES are available. The Nasdaq 608 or 2075. Those are the buying area. You cannot take any trades in between here, guys. You cannot take any trades in between. I would have called this one from here, but also it is a high risk. I'm not gonna be taking any risk on those area. I will take it from the true average price right there at 608. So if you want to enter this ES, you cannot take it from here. You have to take the 84.75, or if this market start getting some strengths on it, then it will be 88.25. The buy entry on a sim, please, not live. This is the two only options you have as an entry on the ES. On the YM 6201. As you see, the Nasdaq coming straight to the 608 as an entry. And your stop loss should be right there, 605. You see how this market came in to your entry point. I don't want to mess with the YM until I see what's going on with the ES. This is two options on the ES, either buy long at 84.75 on the sim or go 88.25 on the breakout. Your stop loss on the Nasdaq is 605.25. It's not much a stop loss. We are getting extremely tight on it. The stop loss is 83.50 on the ES. A very small, tight stop loss. Yes, there is a problem with the internet. There is a problem with NTA today, and there is a problem in the market. It is one of the, yes, Kobe, I couldn't agree better. There is a delay on the YouTube. There is a delay on the internet. I have a problem with the NT8. I need to close it and restart it. We were messing with the NT8 today. It's a big mess. But we need to finish. I cannot wait till I finish uh, so we can see what's going on. Okay, this ES trade, your destination on the ES trade is right there, 80, 90, 50, 18, 890.50. This is based on a pullback. Let's go into your direction. Uh, you know what, guys? I don't know. Maybe I have a problem with my computer because I cannot even click on the Skype. I think I have a problem with my. Uh, I don't know what's going on, but everything. So when you are chatting, I cannot even click on the. I think I need to reboot my computer. I'm having a problem, so I cannot respond to any chat. I'm really having some technical problem with my computer today, and it seems like I need to reboot the whole computer because I cannot even click on the Skype. You know, there is some kind of problem. I don't know. Just let me walk you through this ES trade. The target is 90.50, and I strongly advise everyone to stay out of a problem today. It is a lot of volatility, and the market is really chopped. Folks, I'm having a problem with the computer. I cannot stay longer, and it's 11:29, 11:30. But this is the only direction that we can find on the ES. And I want to say welcome to trading. It is a really struggling day. It is a struggling year. It's nothing like 2018. Hopefully, we're gonna get out of it. Uh, I want to say thank you very much and for your patience today. Uh, and let me see if we can get you um, to the 90 level on this one here. And still on that trade. As you notice, we have a triple resistance line and right there. That is a problem. And if you, I cannot move any of the chart. I really have a problem. Then um, try to take that trade at 90 or 90.25 and call it off for today. Folks, thank you very much. God bless you. And see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Bye for now. I cannot even close. Um, uh, I don't know what's going on in this one here. Huh. Okay, now we can read. Okay, now everything is okay again. Okay. Let me show you on this trade where you're taking that trade on the ES. This is your 15 minutes chart. This is the last call for today on the ES. And actually, the ES is not to just close in position at 90.25. It is also reversal position on the 9025. For the YM, keep it at 6201 buy-in, and on the Nasdaq, you can take a trade right now. As a matter of fact, on the Nasdaq, you can trade right now on it. And keep the YM at 6202. So this is all what we have. God bless you. See you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Bye for now.